Hi, my name is Michael Mortensen. Today is 17th April 2014. It's super warm in Kharkov and we've decided to devote this video to the history of our city. Right now I'm standing in a place where the city actually began in 1654. The tower that you see behind me right there, it was built to celebrate the victory of Russian Empire over the Napoleon in 1812. We are going to make videos in a few other historical, very interesting places around the city center, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. As I said, Kharkov was founded in 1654, and it was founded as a fortress, first of all. And if you look, you see the hill going up, and there is a church on top of that hill. When you are in Kharkov, when you are going to the downtown, you will always feel it, because you will always go up. And whenever you are leaving downtown, you are going down. The fortress was not of a very big size, but one of the first things they used to build then was a church, of course. So that church behind me is basically almost as old as the city itself. It was, of course, we cannot say that that's exactly how it looked, 360 years ago, but pretty much it's the same building. It's standing on the same place, and I definitely recommend you when you come here. I definitely recommend you to visit this place. It's very authentic. If you go inside, you'll see it's a real place. Yeah, so we're basically standing here where the fortress of Kharkov began some 360 years ago, and it's an amazing feeling. We're going to go around the hill a little bit, show you a few other places. Хорошая девушка, запиши. Behind me is the Kharkov History Museum. As you can see, it consists of two parts. There is a glass part, it's a new part, and the brick part, it's a very old building, and they have gathered a very interesting collection there from the time when Kharkov was only found, you know, these first settlers, how they lived, what they did, and so on and so forth, to the modern times. They have a very interesting World War II collection. Unfortunately, Kharkov has suffered a lot during the war. It was under the occupation, the Nazi occupation, for almost 2 years. The Kharkov local people have suffered a huge deal. So it is a very interesting place to go to. I definitely recommend you to go there. Kharkov people go there with pleasure. Here we're standing on the Constitution Square. It's a part of the downtown of Kharkov, an old part. If you look at all of those buildings around me, you can even tell that they are old. They look very beautiful, but they are old, and most of them, I would say 95% of all those buildings were built before 1917, and most of those buildings had to do something with the business or banking. This square here before 1917, before the Communist Revolution, was called the Bank Square because several banks had their branches here. And right now there is still a bank right there. One of those buildings is still a bank, Ukrainian bank, and there is a theater here, and there is a university here. So they're using those buildings not in the way they were supposed to be used. But anyway, if you look there on the right, you will see a gap between two buildings. The building there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has a statue on the top. It's a fiddler on the roof. Amazing story, as you know. The gap between those two buildings used to be a church, a very beautiful church that was destroyed by the communists when they came to power here in 1917. It was part of the state policy to destroy churches, destroy temples, destroy synagogues, and also prosecute the people who were believers and who were priests. Let's continue with our excursion. One of the things that people notice when they come to Kharkov is the astonishing number of young people here. During the Soviet years, a number of large universities were built here in the city, and up until today, students not only from the other Ukrainian regions, but also from other parts of the world come over here to study. For example, the Kharkov Law Academy is considered to be #1 law school in the entire nation. And so is the medical university, the pharmaceutical university, IT university, and so on. Kharkov Central Synagogue, the building behind me, was built in 1913. So last year we celebrated the 100 years anniversary of the building. It was the last synagogue in Kharkov to be built before the Communist Revolution. At that point, there were 17 temples in the city. After the collapse of the Union, one building was given back to the Jewish community, and now it's used by the Jews of Kharkov who come here for the celebrations and the weddings and so on and so forth. It's considered to be one of the largest synagogues in the world. The height of the dome is 32 meters, so it is pretty big inside.